How's it going, guys? This is not a traditional video that I normally do, but I guess it'll kind of be like a little vlog today. Give you guys a scene of what I'm gonna be working on today. So, as you guys can, no, you really can't see right there. So, down here, I'm working on the thermostat housing on my daily. This thing is, guys, I love Hondas to death, and I will swear up and down by them, but the 02 to 05, I've had two of them. I don't know why I keep going back to them. I actually put a motor in this, too. I got a motor from Maryland JDM. So it's the D17 Japan version, which means absolutely nothing. It was literally the cheapest one I could find. But man, these motors suck. Like, there's nothing positive about them. They get good gas mileage when they're not braking, but they're always braking, so it's ridiculous. Anyway, I guess this is kind of like a do-it-yourself. I said vlog at the beginning, I lied. It's definitely going to be a do-it-yourself to how you're replacing a thermostat on a D17 2002. So let me go ahead and show you guys what you need to do, okay? All right, guys, so you can go ahead and see I already have the housing off. You do not have to take the top hose off. I just did it just because it gave me a little bit more room. Look at the difference in the motor versus the trans. Obviously, this has 200,000 miles, and this has like 70,000 miles. I just always find that to be funny. Yes, I did not clean them. I do not care. This thing, I hate it to begin with. It just gets me back and forth to work. So, anyway, there's going to be two 10mm bolts here that hold your thermostat housing on. I loosened this clamp to go ahead and take it off. I took the up one off. Like I said, you do not have to. I just did it because I wanted more room. And let's be honest, you're draining coolant anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So let me go ahead and get the new thermostat, and let me show you how it goes back in there. So here's the housing. This is how it's going to look when you're reassembling it. The top piece should go up into the head. The bottom short piece should go into the bottom. Let me say this. I'm going to have to put the camera down to kind of put this in there. When you are pushing this in there, guys, do not, if you're seeing a gap, do not force it. It should just go ahead and set up in there. If you force it, you will break the tabs. Just go ahead, try to move it around a little bit till it finds that sweet spot, okay? So let me come back to you guys as soon as I get this up in. Okay, guys. So you can see I have the thermostat just resting in there, okay, right now, but it's lined up to where all I have to do is push this in there. So I want to kind of show you guys what that sounds like so that you know that you have this in there right. Do you see how there's no gap when I'm pressing? And I'm like using barely any force. That's what you want. If you have a gap in there or on the bottom or anywhere in there, you need to check that before you put this back together, okay? Because you're going to have a heck of a problem if you don't. So I have a 10mm bolt right here where my thumb is, and I have another 10mm bolt right here. I'm going to go ahead and snug this up. I'm going to check, like I said, all around it to make sure that the gasket and everything is sealed up in there just like that. If it's not, I have a problem and I need to check it again. So let me go ahead and get that on, and we'll come back and check it again. So be right back. Okay, so you guys can see this is all sealed up right here. I do not have any cracks, any lines. Checked around the whole thing. You guys need to do the same. You need to make sure that you're checking around this whole thing. So anybody that's anywhere mechanically inclined can do this job. Very, very, very easy, very simple. So let me go ahead and tie it up, and we'll get back to it. Okay, guys, so here's the final stop. So put my top radiator hose back on, made sure it was secure. Put my lower radiator hose on, made sure it was secure. Reconnected the sensor. Looked around this just one more time just to make sure that the gasket and everything is sealed in there. My last step, fill with antifreeze. After I fill with antifreeze, I'm going to go ahead and take it up the road. Drive it around a little bit just to make sure that it's working the way that it should and it's not leaking coolant. So I highly recommend you guys do the same. Just kind of check over it, fill it up, take it for a little drive. Not far away from home, so you got to get it towed back. But that's it, guys. That is a D17 thermostat replacement. Like I mentioned, this is your thermostat location. Just in case you're unsure, these motors are very common for heating issues in general, whether it be the water pump, thermostat, head gasket, radiator, you name it. They're just notorious. They're not a good motor. So I have one, and if you guys have one, I'm sure that you know my pain also. If you guys have questions while you're doing this job by yourself, if something maybe didn't go the way that you planned it to, ask me. Comment below. I'll make sure that I answer your guys' questions for you in a timely fashion. All right, guys, until next time, thank you. As always, to my fellow supporters, thank you for your subscriptions. Thank you for your comments. I appreciate you guys.